quick strim through tonight's headlines. Tom Wolfe eaten by leopard and gritted sleepwalker chafes wife to shreds. So, as I say, if there is any news of the death of Michael Heseltine, we'll let you know in the next hour. An obstinate commuter stands for 3 days on broken escalator. New forehead hope for man crossed with flatworms. 1,200 more farmers bankrupt in We Forgot to Plant the Wheat hell. And pious old lady killed by falling duck vulva. Loose skin jockey fined for rotating face horse disruption. That's in today. Dying man refused water by Harrods. That's in the Times and the Jutland Signal there, a twin lead. Human windscreen sacked for too many flies, grumble. That's the Express. And sparrow-headed chinless swans criticised by value for money tourist. That's in the Moffat Gerald. And just checking the printers at the moment, news coming in that a miniature oil slick is threatening the Norfolk coast. Coast Guards say it's roughly the size of an aspirin and may hit Attleborough tonight. 400 scientists are standing by. Palace look on horrified as Princess Margaret eats priceless firework collection. That's in The Sun and the East Anglian, which goes national tomorrow. Portillo doctor found flattened and wrapped round egg. That's the Financial Times. Scientists rejoice in electrocuted monkey Esperanto death shriek. That's the Telegraph, which today has been printed on its side. Singing juror shot by tetchy judge. That's the lead in the Daily Mail. And disobedient parsons will be bludgeoned with concrete lamprey, says Carey. That's in the Catholic Herald and the Daily Sport. OK, tomorrow's headlines look like this. Christ's knuckles big as armchairs, claims Powell. That's in the Independent there, referring to the latest outburst from the slurring academic. There's a picture of him there looking absolutely awful, and a diagram of Christ. Whipsnake closes in ostrich mechanic walkout. That's in The Guardian. And tomorrow the Guardian is printed moist to make it softer, but it also tears rather easily. Cone-headed striker will be banned if one more football bursts, rule FA. That's in the Times. Coe arrested for feeding dead children to maggot. That's in all the tabloids there. There's a picture of Sebastian Coe with his head in a sack. And neutered sheriff stuffed vandal into gaping dog, court told. That's in the Norwich Sandwich. And the Times go with good luck frog died in my pocket during budget speech, reveals Clark. New issue of the BMJ out tomorrow carries the headline electrocuted trout used in lip transplant. And bath-shaped woman to be used as lifeboat. That's in the Portsmouth Twat. Just time for one more, which is in the LA Peace Pipe. Malibu Surfing Championship abandoned as Clinton's giant square wave kills 20. Tomorrow's main headlines then. More Kestrel brains, mutters distracted Chancellor. That's a headline in the Times. Circular whale impresses shipwrecked magistrates. Heroes a go-go there in the Independent tomorrow. Symmetrical nurse clouted by Bishop in I thought she looked odd ghastliness. That's in the European. Umbilical cord not needed on torch. Inventor cautioned. That's tomorrow's Telegraph. And fairground experimenter breeds walking fist with face. That's in the Sittingbourne Friend. OK, just time for some closing headlines. Altar boys fly over steeple in sick cleric clay pigeon trap hell. Filleted giraffe flaps 30 tourists off bridge. Leaf-headed baby drives bus through wall of nannies. Breastfed chickens cried mummy as we chopped, sobs butcher. And stupid-faced milkman shamed by children with mirror. 1FM News at 10 minutes to 10, and there's controversies this evening surrounding the latest NATO training exercise, as 2 parachute regiments have just admitted the latest exercise involving dropping the men in tins. In Operation Loudfall, all but 3 men in 2 para were seriously injured or killed. This follows previous failed experiments, such as dropping the men with pin shoots, the size and shape of a cigarette, and throwing them out of trains. The main story so far, Jimmy Savile drops dead at the Stoke Mandeville Boxing Day bash, but the patients are far from mourning.
The majority, if not all of them, are extremely relieved that he's now dead, although I suspect that some of them will be sorry that he didn't suffer a great deal more.